It's a Monday. So karibuni to our podcast. Lene Nandi, hapo kwa Zakias Kiplimo Rob. Leo we'll be talking about talent, empowerment. And by talent, yesterday I happened to be in Mosoriot. Again, I want to say thank you for the invitation to Moab, the comedian. Jana, people turned up in big numbers. I'm so thankful. I thank everyone who showed up. Waheshimiwa wote na raia, people really came to support. And you can tell that people are yearning for talent. People want good musicians, people want sports. As we know, we have talent. Every human being, there's some goodness in them that hopefully people can actualize their talent. So leo ningetaka tuongelele what can we do to empower them, because vijana wamejituma, because now you see we have all these MCs, young, like MC Malot. I think he's our youngest MC and he's really doing good sports wise. So today we will just talk of all talents, all be it creative or sports. And for creative arts, acting, drama, beauty pageantry, dancing, tutazingatia kwa hizo zote. So we'll be talking about this and see how can we nurture and what is there for them. How can we help them go to the greater heights? Because most of them, vijana wetu, they have talent, but they end up going nowhere. So ombi langu ni tuongee, as much as an aspirant, let's talk and see what can the county government do. What platform can we offer so that these guys can actualize their God-given talents. So hiyo ndio itakuwa kipindi ya leo tutaongelelea. Atajak tugul alenu togotini karibuni koskolingu tagene mnye nagoni kamukta indet asige baybaitu agengololjigei agengatkei kenai kele as a county government of Nandi kotos ne na magat keyai eng ngalekab talents. Kukimie mut Mosoriot kiempower ni MC comedian Moab. Ni kijana amejituma sana, is a friend, I know him really very well. Anahitaji pia usaidizi. He needs a platform. And our getting now we have Nenyo TV, we have Cast FM, Cast TV, sorry. Maybe our comedians, maybe they can have some skits, they can do some acting, and we need to give them that platform, a place where they can start learning and practicing, so that too they can be empowered. Maybe, who knows, one day watakuwa kwa Citizen. You see all these soap operas, kwa Citizen TV, KBC, they can start somewhere. Who said the talents from Nandi can go anywhere? I say the sky is the limit. So, kamija kengalale kana igele tos nene tos kioji as a community, as a county government, negeljina tos kiai sukunyor bichu keljin. So, ata unengaleka of sports. Now, as a Nandi County, kinget kele county na Nandi, kidnyer waik. Agamaja oleji waik yak tugul, kongoi missing. Thank you so much for putting us in the map. Yami Awindoti, I'm a avid traveler, been to Thailand, nilikuwa na t-shirt ya Kenya, and I met the man asking me, hey, do you know Kipchoge? It's like, I see when Kipchoge is running, he has the flag. So, igere kapsa ileki wanda edge, wana sporty, waik yak, kikwanda kabisa barak in Kenya kundui county na Nandi, we are the source of champions. So yote missing yogira ole gotatu ko mutai ko ech kutu gigimit kinget kele man ale ni gongo serikali ta barab sangi walijenga Kipchoge sports complex. Thank you so much kid na ba mano na kabisa yogira ole kumije gejer kijana ek people from those areas Chesumei Pigabaltai, people need to actualize and use that facility and allow exercise. Pangalega mchezo shek. Na pia there are facilities for meetings hapo. So ameje gejer gegele kikwa inete serikali kimeja kije kugonge vijana anyoko train ni nyunda. So napatia kongole our sitting governor. I say thank you for that, because we have a platform there. So itemuta gengoloji gege na igele ngire nyone ndimu kwaksei kulago kiami form 3 form 4 jenda talent jabala batete au watoto saizi wangekuwa wana they've been earmarked koba training yunda maybe for after form 4 maybe 3 to 6 months kotkumita market la koja tokoba ko somonso ngebeta America. We sponsor these kids to get school, they got that train sekemeka chwa gelega it time ne magat agejingila koja scholarship zumbita nini Kinget kele mitei kambishek chemite Kapsabet, mi chami Kaptagat, mi nami Chepterit yo. So people are doing it in a small way too. Kikere kele mitei biik kokile kakichek kwae kotieme kochengchi kelchin wakimbiaji chechoket. So asome ale ndaimukaksei, mitei vijana man chekirwae, wengine they'll join the national team. As chimemuchi kemeche kiro akichek kele kanyor akichek time ko trainen. Biggest challenge nakere ane ko mising ngalekab chepkondok, amu anyi choronokchu akine from kijana cherwae chebo kokwenyu mosoriot, ko ngap komeche korwae eng Kisumu, kotko mi labatet, meche koba Mombasa, meche koba Nairobi, lakini the challenge is mambo ya funding. So koite mutai kenai kele ngotko man lakwet netetat nebo labatet lakini memuchi sigindet anan memuchigei kolipanchigei. How can we empower these children? How can we support them? Akale ngongoi kora rwaik, mi rwaik cheu laban eng mosoriot changet ale kapsa ngomusti wakimbiaji go supporteni. I've had friends that I've met and said, you know what, kilanya laban karit awe Nairobi ba labat. So maybe too, if we can streamline some funding kinda chepkonda sikotoreteke wakimbiaji juu akije kunyor exposure, because now mkoi nge chita siku moja kichwa kile mji wa Boston, lazima ilabat hizi races kidogo za hapa nyumbani, as you build capacity to that level naga iwe marathons chumba sangu lin. So there's a lot of races akanga tolinget mureju and muj menget piga lage ong America komite races che local, mite chebo cities kudam to dam nebo Des Moines, ako mite races chebo chemengech kuna ba ina chebo mite Phoenix Arizona. So hizo ndogo ndogo pia piki yoto mkomuchia kwa races cho eje ngora, we can sponsor them au kuni chepkonda kora, it brings some money. So challenge ni mite kora ngalekab tikitit enga ngapchangan wakimbiaji joget chemite. So mite inye tugun cheu chocho kokere ale mutanye ndaimukaksei kenam chepkonda kitigin kinde tabani siketorete namba agenge nekakamwa kusana kokere ane nebo maana ko lagok chebo nini chotore form 4 sikechengchine scholarships emetab Europe, emetab US, Australia, whatever they can get. Amu akere langoba lagok choto bitonin nyamnyu mising eng lagokab Kalenjin anan ko chebo Nandi. Chebo Nandi County koba emetab America. Kinget kele man sineso oini kokotabach koromit Trump kidogo ngalekab visas, but hopefully hapa kesho things will change. Maybe ngot ko like serikali the next government nebo US, we can have those programs too and have these children going to the US and studying. Angetala mone kyatebe diaspora kokale ngalekab school fees eng chito nelipanjingei, lakini lagok kirwai they will study for free ako menye school. Ina unajua vijana pia ongetakwe kole chang lagok chok kikoba army. Most athletes cheba Kenya kongotar college kopsobeni US Army. So there's a lot of good things there en ngalekab somanet bitonini ang ngalekab kijana unyor keljin ngalekab army. So ite mutai kengololchige kenai kele ne nekoe mas koba lagok chechang bitonin nekemwa kina ale may manifesto agere ale ndaimukaksei toti kikimit ngalekab bank statements ang ngalekab keljin sikiro kele lagok chinda talents ang ngalekab mbiret, ngalekab volleyball, ngalekab labatet komite kunata. So sports overall agere ale nyemeche facilitaten lagok konyor kiwanjok cheyomege. Kingit kele nguno akinye nataba Kipchoge sports complex, lakini komite mostly itanufaisha watu wachesumei. As piki mite tindret olini uwis kobwa ko yundak anyi komenyunda kobende koweksei. So if we can have something a sports complex in every sub county, it will be meaningful. Amu agipchi that platform sports to where the community is and they can utilize those resources. So kimeche kengololchige kinelekyo ene. So angere nyonendet ngalekab infrastructure where it's a big challenge. Ko ndaimukaksei asome wakimbiaji chemi saizi kinget kele chito no Kipchoge kora kele kile ko Kipchoge ngasi ni yoe ko Kipchoge ndaimukaksei ak wakimbiaji tugul angot Faith Kipyegon wakimbiaji tugul chebo Kalenjin amu mite platform no mite barak kwa muri orikini chumbeju akinget kele mite kampunishek cheu chebo Nike, Under Armour. If they can give a fund kotekwech ngiteji muji ngolenjin ngokanandi ngosingishu whatever our children are, agere ale kinyoru man chepkondok amu nget kele man the county government we can do everything. Mami chepkondok mami jakna mwale chepkonda katugul kotech the county government. So if we can get a grant through our wana sporti wetu wenye wako na jina ku Kipchoge angatole Kipchoge ligi Kipchoge ibu intewe ni Nike for example leji Nike oyo amesoma magna nyoli anyote kwet kiwanjet. I think we can actualize that. So itenye kengololchige agena gele agitepto ano. So maybe tomorrow too ndanyoru Faith Kipyegon ndanyoru pchoge akale ndakichobe proposal kela kichop at least a sports complex nete ni mujo kokone Nike company anan ko Under Armour anan ko Puma whichever the sports company anan ko choronok well wishers chang chumbeja mi bitonin chijame sports akicheke kondo tuguk it can give us a tax write off kokonech a grant amu kinget kele biikab America ngot kokon chepkonda komalipani taxes. So those are some of the things we'll pursue to see if we can get a grant or get well wishers to support. Anangora from within us, we can do a fundraiser and just have the community build one for ourselves. So mi ngalegap ngebengu na ngalegap creative arts, ngalegap dancing, ngalegap acting, ngalegap comedy. So for our young people to hone the skills in acting, they need a stage. So itemutai for us to have a social hall. Kumosoriat nguna kinget kele missing amite music festivals kebaishe hall taba kwatalel samway and kebaishe na in Catholic. So if we can have a subsidized whereby kinget man gele mite jaba sugulishek secondary schools they have music festivals and gotinda drama. So same for elementary school and primary education. So we can still streamline this because acting has money. Kuyong and tugul movie stars, jeba Hollywood, gebet of America, mi jeb kondo magarek pijota. So you also magna only. If we can do it, we can have our own small Hollywood in our own way, from a perspective of Nandi County. And go college in Musima. Come again a talent. I'll speak personally for myself. And I loved acting too. Gaya get you as an end at ko kimisigi kumamba zamani ane kiwa acting. I was a runners up in Nakuru Amiglaslo, and majam baba na nyu mzee Kamarei mzee alikuwa mzee wa masomo. Kuleja baba, man, you being a fool. You go to make people laugh. Kuleja baba iwe concentrating ngalega somanet. So I don't blame him too, because big up, those times creative arts didn't pay. Maybe for sports, now for me, if I can go back to acting, God knows. But now I'm here. But also, became engaged young people. Let's nurture them. Let's give them a platform to perform. So there was a time they came to the USA. There was some Kenyans in Arizona, and they were break dancing. Ki dance jaba break dance ko giga ndong Africa ako Arizona for the World Championship uni keep number 1 in dunia. So I remember those kids uliki bwandage walipita chupu chupu. They stayed in a cheap hotel. I remember I even hosted them for a nyama choma at my place. There were 10 guys. So igere nyeire uraile mite. In fact, those guys, after the dancing, I never heard of them again. They just went back to their normal lives because they lacked sponsorship. So igere nyeile meet the talent, and talent pays. So ite mutai mutai ngolol jigaga na gele, how do we groom and how do we sustain it? Ngabi gire tiniki bwana tate mutai gago gago palet. So we wonder why musicians start early and then down the line if they don't get good support, because we know now for music for their producers and the studios kumaje jeb kondo. So now ngalega music, if you can look back agirogu Tanzania. The likes of Alikiba, the likes of Mbosso, the likes of Tiniji Tukul, famous. Getting what Tanzania, they do more of collaborations. Chija tuku taugei, kunam chinjita taya gule ngetinda pamoja. So I think too, if we can have our musicians, Chemical Engine, Pick Old Sweet Star, if they can collaborate. The young ones, the young, the platform me, so, but I see as I'm only the more say, go Tinik Yakos Kainet, Oyoro at the upcoming one. Amuitamuta collaborating, I go what the stang and leg up chepondet, Kamojama Pena Kujane, Quapopia, when you to tender, I go your platform, Garani, I go your Alieting Genoa work. Challenge in the meeting. Kungogera ne mwangana so mwe wakikwegale tos o compete ni. I don't know if the issue go competition that anilejita mamji go sira jitage, but if we can have a place where we can learn, we can all sing together and do get a good production, never collaborations chiniko yeng tininde niko machuani an upcoming artist, you collabo, you do a song, and I think you itenda mbali sana. So ite mutanye ke ngololji kagene kabisa kele keita ano, what can we do to for our new upcoming artists for them pia to excel kama wale wenye wako seasoned. Ngerenyu in artists, and I think this is something Mungu akinijalia. Kuka magat Kenya festival maybe at least twice a year. Negina those young artists in county, for example county ya Nandi, tuko na waimbaji wetu kama Lesos Melodies, I think she went out of the country like Cheptabach youngster o kijana anajituma ko ndemu wakse tagijo kila kenyit a concert nebo young artists akekurwan artist ne season di konyo, and maybe we can do a workshops akongolol jaga kojer, and maybe we can just do something that behind the scenes simuch kokone studio time konetege kijana actually upcoming ngalekab tinwagik sukwatai boishet kunatak. So those are some of the things that I really see that we need to. So asame nyale kandoik stakeholders big tugul jemite space na by in musicians asame taking ngololji again lakibetano ngerenyu akamaje ale rest in peace honorable Ngongeno omwesh alisimama na wasanii kabisa, kitonon mheshimiwa kabisa kupanga ni wasanii. Asame nyale mutai kebendi tayo kotikenyoru kandoik alak cheayeben akichek chendo resources to support our talent. So ami wakina wale akina wasoa wale tamini midi kibo ngeno oye kobutya akine so that we can support these youngsters. So talents cut across. There's beauty pageantry na Miss Nandi County angetole meet those plans wale maybe every year too. Kemekan shiwa gele lago kemeje kwa beauty pageants ya Miss Nandi County kitasta ga lakini kemeje kebe grassroots ngot kuna lago from the village level kuna igole mite giyotok and lago kemeje kwa ngalekab art meje kwa ngalekab design ngalekab ngoroik ngalekab fashion ko chang dugujo komeje kinde kora kinde kiwanja yako na lago kia gole kine mite kina bamana alen kararan misang mo kikataw ikatigetaaja besyo kika Chepkoilel University. They had a beauty contest and I think as a college they are fostering that, so we need to follow up lagoja after university those pinan lagoja those kwaine kigen mangil lagoja punu ta quick, but still it's a talent, and if we can achieve idea from Nandi maybe lagoja tax ngot ko mutai gaeji kama pata shop ngot ko mutai mijinyi inamgoroiki yaigi it boosts talent nemwet. We can get we can mobilize them and get resources that way. So itemutai kebendi yogi ngololji nige. So asama ale ngot mi jene da suggestions and then if we have ideas of how we can boost talent, please just put see in the apo kwa note support kigere. So the biggest thing, how do we identify talent? So magat kene kapsa gele tos ne nege oy simutai kenai kile ngotindongo talanta ko kutienige jajang angon gorogu Michael Jackson ng America. Michael Jackson ko ginamtienda niya mo gitiene kanisa. He started singing. Most of the singers angot ko Whitney Houston the late ko tinwa kwa tuguli ko kanisa. So ko music got komite sigik chemite jogere tindala kwa talanta ko moch kwa kanisa ako jut choir. So music ango secular na choir pia that's talent kinget tieni cheba kanisa tieno kanisa tieno kapka muktaindeti cheki ko tinta kapsa to be affluent to make it big in the stage. So kisa megele music akale kongo missing amusu wisa ngiwe kanisa kumite choir. So ngiata ba kele skotene talent angetal kapsa mangune kanisa most ngalekap tinwagik ko ngalekap sport kora agere ole mi kora komie yakinye competitions chebo inter primary education ngalekap secondary school kumite ata kora agigere kora ngalekap sports kora agele kongo missing agere mheshimiwa Poso alikuwa na hiyo Poso tournament yake. So yate kumite tournaments asame kora le chiaka tukul ndoi kurset and talent about nini mchezo ku volleyball na soka. Whenever there's tournaments in your community, I urge all the young people, you end up pale cheza, you try it out. Some people go tima agenge hii akonama kesho mingi tulimite mutai anyoru kwa chungo limba sangolin. So ite mutai get stay kuno tok na naomba waheshimiwa wote ibunu scout talent mena ikile buno mutai ita talent tu ilengi tionga bye big, but baadaye utapata vijana pia wamenufaika. So talent na scouting nya gere maya kora gere mitoto na meni mite wasingisho na bajele lime asome vijana chobunu county nebo Nandi, chobunu Kalenjin msima, mkuje pale obwa yunda akikwek inyotyem akikwek. Imuch kole chi tos mi nekelchin, why should people really why should we put emphasis on talent? Kinget kele talanta, for example, rwoik chok chebunu county nebo Nandi ko kikoek kabisa stakeholders eng ngalekab communities, eng ngalekab empowerment. Emune chepkondok Boston Marathon kiwinen, unapata pesa, you get over 20 million, for example. So igere ile kabisa as a backbone nebo community nenyonet, biik chekikorwai igere kabisa ile mitei tai ngalekab maendeleo, ngobwa gaa konyo kotekso, teksen Gilret, teksen Kapsabet, teksen our communities mosoriot. So kityem kora keng'ololchigei kora kero kele kiliochini what can we do for sportsmen and women to be financially independent. Kinget kele mwae just a disclaimer ale mitei challenges kora. Kinget rwoik chok chekikorwai akinyor chepkondok chete, lakini mutai makorwai koba ng'uny boisionik kwa ngalekab chepkondok. So ite kora as a county government nene tos kiyai iman, kinget kele man ngalekab labatet ko individual. Hiyo ni bidii ya mtu. So mokoi ile chito ngapanganin. But asome nyole kora rwoik ya orwai onget ole kwariat ak nai ko expire haraka ngalekab injuries ak nangne. So kasome ale ya korwai oyo kunda chepkonde ngwangi ako invest na korib. Because now ilabati man for 2-3-4 years inyoru chepkonda. So imuch ibwat ile pengine alabati 10 years. But mbaya saa zingine inyoru injury ilabati utakayonyoru chepkonda ilia iumian. So agere nyo kora inyo agere ale ndemoksei ko tetuyagei rwoik akonyor biik chekamentan. Kinget kele biik yon arab sang ne coach nebo Kipchoge ko chi nemie ako chi ne ayeb ngalekab mungaresiek chi ninget kotoret wachezaji amu biik chemite timinyi mwaso igere biik cheribe tugukwak. So kamwa kityo amwa kityo ngere nyone kale uyeta mutai wakimbiaje yakoro konyor chepkonda onyoru biik chotoretoki ngalekab investments, ngalekab chepkondok kwaki. So obet keny mutai mailabati koribin chepkondok. So as much as we want to nurture talent too, komakimeche mutai kora inye chito chepkondok simeribkei komie kora. Amu kele man mitei challenges. Ngabi kase wakimbiaje kele kocham chi maiyo kolia ne tuguk cheu ko mutai kakopete talent ako mutai kakobit asenet eng boisionik kukige chito for your personal issues. So kimeche ke empower talent singolete akamwa kora ale kutekenye biik cherwoe koneti biik chetiendos. Namba agenge ko building confidence. Chito kabisa nikere mutai ne acting ko ngwatai kabisa kwaktan chito igere chito mtu anajiaminia. Chito ne labati akine ko mutai kakonama komie kabisa igere imite chito kabisa ko proud akine community. Nangituye chito Kipchoge town ole yamune Kipchoge kongoi kabisa amu in kazi ni yoe ndai Kenya tai. So it's something that really boosts confidence. Namwa ale nye meche tikikimchi, meche tikebe kabisa ya tabatai kabisa ategetes. Parangony akale ngongoi mising amu kinye rwoik chok chebo bororietab Kalenjin, mi chemite Colombia, komi chemite Mexico. So igere inye ile labatet magia towards scholarships nege angot mite rwoik chemite matunwekab Brazil, chemite reses oloto kuyo ongen anget I have a few friends chebo Costa Rica chemite Colombia. So amoche ale to bara komeche tikengalali, asome ale maybe tun mutai nyikebe TikTok ako ngololwech biikab Colombia omwochi ole une ngalekab mpiret ngolotok no ngalekab labatet anan ko ngalekab sports. Ngot kemeche biik chebo volleyball eng ematunwek chotok amu kitinye kabisa we have raw talent here that we need to export. So kemeche mutai kenyoru exposure akichek kenai kele labatet inegei ko makityo kele bendi biik America anan kele bendi Australia. Mitei ematunwek alake kora, mitei Europe, mitei Romania, mitei Bulgaria, mitei Ukraine. Those countries too, they have races that people can go. So ange choronok kyak chebo Costa Rica chemite kotebi kemeny Colombia for a long time and they're living good. Ange twiri kora chemite emetab Mexico. Chikimwa kabisa kole ina kole emetab Mexico ko pichaba cartels jo ikerichek chikolango sponsor ni labatet no kile ina kararan emonata kabisa matkese chwaswas kiwe kele in amu mite pichaba ni narcos chaba kerichek. So we need to get those exposures singo bendi lagok ngesi akine kole lokawa chito ko mami safe ngalekab safety. So kuno nye agere nyale majer ngaleja takinye. So kita na agere nye kora nemeche keyai ko ngalekab nini. Now kuka kini ak studios che available. Kisame nye kele ogochi boroindo akichek these new and upcoming artists so that they can showcase their talents. And then nikamwa nyale nitaongea na waheshimiwa maybe hapa soon we have a talent show nebo new upcoming artist in county nebo Nandi nyokotyenso for them to showcase the talent akomwochi kole tos ne makat keyai sikenyoru nyikenyorune kelchin. So otherwise machang ng'alekchuk inye amwoe ale ngechergei ak ikilgei. Kale Nandi masirimia tombagei. So wanamuziki, watu wote wa nini, the comedians, all the creative arts and sports, keep working hard. Somebody will see your effort. So oye mego nugeji angona mami jepkonda, because I know for running you have to have a good diet. Excuse me. Englabatet kumi that you have to adhere to. You have to have facilities. Agera le ngonda wole ngeba shenye jaba primary schools, whichever the ones are in our community. Ngeba shenye tage bendi tai. So asame ya tulta ngalali atarati ko siginte maswali. Let me see if there's any questions, and then we will others ngale gongwe. So ngot kumi jina ndo tebuti tuona hapo kale jiwe ye maginye bundles. Ngot agene yasete kwanget oye ngot kumi jina len sakayo konechki. Ane sakayo kwa tetab kipka ko ngiringen chego akwanye nyasa ko yamela lagok tugul. So oye manyi bundles ra. So magere any questions hapo, hatuna bundles mzee. What happened to the promise and never fulfilled? Football tournament kale fancy las kale Matthew football tournament ajenge segerek bwana yetona bwana na tafuta pesa, nikipata pesa nitaweka tournament. So mi plan nye ngogilgei wajine ni chapa kibarua kidogo, nikipata tutacheza. Five fresh nani na ngage huyo Jawai watching you from Kosirai mateget ka gongoi basizo watching you from Mosoriat. Swali bwana mwenye maswali biju. Huyo Jawai sema uongo, maybe mashughuli barzaka kwa sawa mkumbushe tu yeye chemngetunya. Yes. So otherwise nye kono ngalale nyunye rani wale, we have to recognize kenegele pick up nini ngama ngoto wale ngot blogging ngaleka hata ku blog wenye mnablogia wanasiasa asa wale hiyo please muandikishane usirichini an agreement wale mutaka yejiwe igire sema mutaka kwa kai blogging jijita mtu ameingia kwa ofisi mnaacha mali mbaki akasame kwa wale wanasiasa aje kigimita mabwai mtu akikutungia wimbo akikujobunjita tenda oye igoje gene ngale kwa kuna kine headlines kile highlights kile mat ko tieni unjita tete mutai kora ikwendi koriroti. So asama kinale aje kigimita mabwai akasame kora le ngoti tienji jita magoningi oye mwaiwe sige kautumia sania ne gogonya ko baishe ne na magoningi ngeti tuambie simo ikityo. So tienji ni bigi mutai nda babigi nget kile kityo thank you but no thank you. So kingolji ne ngata gane gele keita yona ngalejo kebendi tai others ngamwana wale I'll be a patron for empowerment ngaleka talents as we go forward. So ya miji kondaji baishone una kidogo empowerment kidogo komemode kiniko kulinda kine magama bagalane kwa tetap kipka ngirinje gasa kwenyenyasa kwa mela yamela waktukul. So others with those few remarks, let me say I'm so thankful tuendelee tuongeleshana ngingolojige agena igele man kyaine simutai kunyor bigeljin. So ane mutai gaech as a governor, I will really see to it that the Kipchoge complex, we have a place there that watoto kimaliza form 4 wachape tizi hapo make the right time na tuwapange kwa mambo ya scholarships worldwide. Na wale wenye hawezi hapa locally pia tuone vile tuwajenga pia if they need money to go overseas mukile jiko ningi kwanda getigine mutai gewe ganyi lebane, because now we have to yemema des mugonyo rige. So sekengala lingote gena gele ngene kyoe. But I'll be there to you. I'll be close to young people as matters to talent. Otherwise ngale gongoi agere mamijina naona tena kama kuna swali. Let me go down again and niangalie agere toska tape checking you following you incoming governor. Oye mo following oye osubare umwangalia. What happened to the let me see fire fresh on ex governor. Yes, ngagere mo meeting alia. So kana takinye so ngalio ne umisi kinye ko mutai as a governor ntazingatia mambo ya talanta. Tutaongeleshana, we will have a sit with all stakeholders here again what do we do to change our lives, to impact our lives positively so that we can monetize talent, because as much as we want the young people to earn a living, we want them to be busy and just at least earn something from what they love to do. So alengongoi engemsis tugul boisiet neoyoe ak chi age tugul netieni, chi age tugul ne mwana sport netiore mpiret. And we see ing Kalenjin komako nini inegei, ing Kalenjin komako kityo labatet inegei kityo. We see our brother Aldrin, our young brother Aldrin Kibet, he is really bearing the flag high in soccer. So kityame kele mami kii kele pagio peak fulani. Soka tournament vijana wanachapa sana. Hata mimi angot akina gilige kenyini before the year ends, and tutachapa tona, and we know, who knows, something will come good will come out of it. So ngale kongoi, let me say thank you so much. God bless you, and tutapatana soon. So join me again at 8:30 in the next 30 minutes. In the next 20 minutes hapo ndakuwa I'll be in TikTok. So come to TikTok and then we'll do the same. Tutaongea, we'll engage, and then yeah, it's another day. So ngale kongoi, God bless you, and thank you so much. Kongoi, thank you.